Say hey, Yellow Jacket fans, welcome to the Coach Hal Lamb Show and welcome back. The 2015 season has debuted, and what a debut it was. Congratulations, Coach, on a 28-7 victory over the visiting Dalton Catamounts, the 7th in a row in this renewed series.
Yeah, it was a good win for us, obviously. You know, it was an ugly win, I'd say, but, like I told somebody, ugly win is better than an ugly loss.
Oh, yes.
But somebody made the comment that we've come a long way when we were complaining about a 28-7 win over Dalton. So we got a lot of work to do, but really pleased with the way our kids handled a lot of adversity last night and came away with a big win.
Yeah, and we might as well talk about this at the beginning. A tough break for Ethan Woodard, and that was a lot of the a lot of trouble that we dealt with, particularly in the second quarter, besides Dalton's defense. But tough break for Ethan, and I know he'll get over it.
Yeah, hopefully, the news will be better this morning. But, all what Dr. Fricks told me is a torn ACL, and, it's part of the game, but you're looking at the big picture. There
Yes.
could be a lot of worse things happen to him, but
Yes.
It was a shock to our football team when they heard the news, and I think it really affected our play
Right.
in the second quarter a little bit. But we had to talk about it at halftime a little bit, and we're going to be dedicating this season to Ethan for sure. But they hung in there and fought and played better the second half.
Yes, and it seems to be a trend in this series. We got off to a great start, and I thought maybe the trend had been reversed. First two possessions, we score points. We get a turnover, and then after a short punt, and we're up 14-0. I said, wow, we're going to play a great first half because we always play a great second half against Dalton. Then it kind of slowed down, but you're right. We came out in the second half and just did an outstanding job. Reagan had Dalton with a negative 12 yards rushing in the first half. You just told me they had a total of 2 yards rushing for the entire game. We held them to 24 yards of total offense in the second half after they had a total of around 100 yards of offense in the first half. So fantastic job by the black shirt defense of Coach Hobb the Elder.
Yeah, I really don't think we win this game without the defense.
Yes.
I think they played extremely well, and we didn't play very well offensively. I mean, we played okay, but we made too many mistakes, and I think we actually ran the ball better than I thought we did after looking at the stats. I think we had 260-something yards rushing.
Right.
Alico had 160 yards rushing, and I think Bryson had about 50 yards rushing. So the stats were better than I thought, but defensively they kept us in the game. And I think those two scores early, we got too comfortable, to be honest with you. I think the kids felt like it was going to be easy from then on. But Dalton's Dalton. They always got great character, and they're very sound on both sides of the ball, and they made us work for it, that's for sure.
Yeah, they really did make you work for it. They did a nice adjustment at the end of the first quarter with their defensive fronts and changing things around. Their linebackers and DBs, I thought, did a good job, and they really concentrated on taking away your perimeter offensive game.
Yeah, I think that was their plan. We threw the ball very well versus Rome, and they were going to make us beat us running the football.
Yes.
And we finally went to the run, probably, the second half a good bit. And but we didn't. They did a good job in the secondary. They're so sound on defense. They're not going to give you the big
Right.
play. And we tried a couple of times, but didn't connect. But the kids kept fighting on offense because things weren't clicking. Calhoun wasn't comfortable, and just things were out of whack for us offensively. But when you got an offensive line like we got, and then two good running backs, we feel like we can run football as well. Robbie's
Raiders, Jack DeFore, Blake Garland, William Long, Drew McIntyre, and Austin Stout, that's left tackle to right tackle, did a really good job. And of course, you got two pretty good tight ends with Landon Rice and Jaira Wilson to come in to help with the blocking also. Alico had over 100 yards rushing in the second half. And so Robbie's Raiders did a good job of taking hold of the game in the second half. And once again, Coach, congratulations to you and your staff. Another good halftime adjustment.
Yeah, I got on them a little bit at halftime because we had some that weren't playing up to their potential. And then, the news of Ethan tearing his ACL, we had to talk about that a minute. But, I just challenged them at halftime, and I think they came out and accepted the challenge.
Full moon came up over the mountain that guards downtown Calhoun, and the Yellow Jackets are victorious again. On a full moon night, we are now 1-0 on the season, getting ready to travel next week to Carrollton, extend the winning streak to 7 in this series. We're going to come back and look at those exciting first half highlights. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show. Welcome back to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. And Coach, I don't know if you had a chance to get a look at the crowd, but it was fantastic. It was playoff atmosphere on opening night for the 2015 season.
Yeah, there were a lot of people at the game. I was talking to somebody last night about it afterwards. I don't know, there were a lot of people at the Carver game a few years ago, but there were a lot of people at that game last night.
Yeah, the games that come to my mind are Carver, Charlton County back in '05.
Yeah.
Last night was a huge crowd. Captains for tonight's game are?
You got Jack D4, Landon Rice, Kalen Riley, and Jairo Wilson.
I love the all-black uniforms. The good guys are wearing black tonight, folks. So it's a nice job. Nice run-through banner. This is Jacket Country. 284 marching members in the band.
Yeah, we go up to, run through the sign or coming out of the locker room, and there's a line down Yellow Jacket Drive still buying tickets. So
Really? Yeah.
I knew we were going to have a lot of people.
Coach Long's wife said she thought there were people still buying tickets a couple minutes before halftime to get into the game.
Wow.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. A beautiful night. Wasn't as humid at the start of the game as it was at the end of the game.
I tell you, it was a perfect night for football.
Yes.
It wasn't overly hot, We got to find a way to, Landon and Jairo played way too many plays last night in the entire game, and we got to find ways to rest them a little bit. But those are two warriors, and they handled it very well.
Gabriel Garcia puts toe to leather and kicks it down to about the 6 or 7 yard line, and a little breakdown in coverage here.
Yeah, we've got to get better on the kickoff, that's for sure. I think we were offsides there, but this play right here sets the tone.
Early.
Very good push by our defensive line and causes a turnover on the very first play of the game.
And I believe Jairo comes up with that turnover. Yeah, great push by the nose guard up front.
Yeah, Drew, you watch that in slow-mo, and he really, really took the center back in the quarterback's lap.
Which knocked the quarterback into the running back. There you go, a little toss out here to Aliko, a little shake and bake, and he gets to the outside and picks up positive yards, about 6.
We got a good drive going right here. We do a good job getting up in there, and Aliko's he's a hard, tough runner most of the time, and he lowered his shoulder right there and got some good yardage for a first down.
I formation with 2 receivers on each side, Aliko to the left, as William Long and Robbie's Raiders are ready to roll.
I think we had a lot better offensive plan this year than we did last year going in, and I think we executed. Especially early, I thought we did a good job.
Yeah, especially early, yes. Yeah, I would agree with you completely on that. Calhoun finds the big boy, number 44, Landon Rice, on a little hitch to the right.
Dalton does a good job. They mix it up. They 3-man front, 4-man front. They really do a good job defensively.
Yes, they do. They're really sound in the defensive secondaries. Aliko gets to the outside. We never had receivers wide open last night with their DBs.
They are very sound in the secondary.
And who'd they call this on?
They called it on William. I don't have to look at it very close, but they said we were trying to freeze it.
Sure.
And what a lot of people don't know is our center calls the cadence. William calls the cadence.
Yes, he does.
I guess his head moved a little bit when he called the cadence.
Wow. Well, you know what? He's probably the tallest center in the state of Georgia. He's kind of hard to miss.
I thought he did a good job being his first start ever.
I thought so too. Kalen bangs it down the middle. We'll get a little sunshine coming in on the left-hand side. We'll get a full moon rising up over the
good
visitor
third down
stand.
call right here. Run a little scat route in there, and good throw and good catch. Good throw by Kalen, and Jarrett Card made a great catch.
And I like how Jarrett sat down in the end zone and gave Kalen a good target. Line up for the extra point. Jacob Callahan snapping, Jarrett Carden holding, and Gabriel Garcia doing the kicking.
I tell you, I thought Jacob did a good job. We punted more than I wanted to punt, and Jacob is our snapper on both the extra point and punts, and I thought he did a very good job in his first game.
When you count the punts and the extra points, Jacob had at least 9 snaps out there, and they were all good.
Yep.
All of them. Toe to leather. This is a nice kickoff. Inside the numbers. Pin him against the sideline.
Yeah, we got to get a lot better on our kickoff coverage. And Gabriel, I thought Gabriel did a good job kicking the ball for most of the night, being his first game as well.
Exactly. Yeah, he and I talked before the game, and he seemed pretty calm and fairly relaxed. Fumble the snap, and I'll tell you what, Dalton recovers his fumble. One of the best things Dalton did for us was to run the option play, because it was one of our best defensive plays the entire night.
We worked very hard on the option game this week. I thought our defensive staff did a tremendous job preparing the kids.
Illegal procedure against the Catamounts. It's going to back him up 5. Shotgun formation. Chastain decides to pull the ball down and run it. Doesn't get much.
Big third down stop there, forcing the punt to football. We didn't do a whole lot with our punt return, just because we didn't see them punt against Scottsboro last week, so we didn't really have anything to look at as far as tape or watching it live. So we didn't do a whole lot. Just played safe all night.
Little bubble screen out here on the right-hand side, out to Ethan Woodard. Nice block out there by Malik Lawrence, and first down and 10 for the Jackets.
Good execution there on the bubble screen.
Give it to Bryson Bushong. He's in, giving Aliko a little rest, and the defense stiffened up, bowed their necks a little bit there.
Yeah, Bryson's a really, really hard, tough runner, and he's gonna be fine. We really got a good 1-2 punch there.
I agree. Everybody recognizes a nice pass out there to Jared Carden near the first down. They spotted a yard short. We're in our heavy sumo set. We get a nice push as Noah Ferguson provides the impetus for Calhoun to get that first down. A little extra help there.
Well, we ran our sumo package probably 6 or 7 times last night.
Yeah, a bunch.
And we were good at it most of the time.
Nice decision by Calhoun on the read option.
Yep, run a little power read there with Calhoun. Probably should have ran it more. Good job by our up front blocking. Run it again for a score, make it 14-0. Good
nice
job.
reach by Calhoun there as he's falling to the ground. There's a good picture in one of the local newspapers where it shows the ball over as he's hitting the ground. Jackets on top, 13-0. Nice drive. You took advantage of a turnover. You took advantage of a short punt.
Yeah, things are good here. It's 14-0 in the first quarter, early in the first quarter, and I think we relaxed a little bit after this, especially offensively.
Gabriel's extra point on the way to Uthkaloga Street. Jackets on top, 14-0. 5:11 left in the first quarter. I'm feeling really good in the booth right now.
Well, I'm feeling good too, Dave.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Kick from the right-hand side, touchback for Gabriel.
Yeah, I told somebody that's nice to kick one in the end zone.
Yes.
Back when we had Adam Griffith and all those other guys, Scott Blair and all those guys, we didn't have to worry about kickoff coverage.
No, you didn't. Just run down the field and touch the end zone for the guys, and they got a star, got a sticker. Quarterback draw. This quarterback had 3 or 4 passes tonight, Coach. He couldn't have handed it to the receivers any better, because I thought our defensive coverage was decent most of the night.
That's the kid that transferred from North Murray last year, number 29. He didn't play last week, so we didn't know really if he was going to play this week, but he got some touches.
We called him Eric Dickerson because he runs straight up.
Yep.
Kind of reminds you of that. Nice defense. The Jackets just swarming to the ball. The black shirt defense all over them. And our stacked 3-5 defense. Give to the fullback, and he's met right away. And you're doing a lot of rotating with CJ and Austin and Drew at the nose guard, aren't you?
Yeah, we played a lot of nose guards to give them some rest and People don't realize how hard we work on that little play that they run. I mean, they've been running it for years.
That down and out?
We call it a bench route, and it's very, very tough on the outside linebacker, Jordan Towle and those guys, but I thought Towle played it very well most of the night.
Flag comes in late at the end of that play. Yeah, Jordan had a pass completed over his fingertips. I don't know how the ball got there. Then later on, Jordan reverses it and gets a beautiful interception.
We have a face mask there.
Yeah. Run the option, and thank goodness they keep running it because we're going to cover it up one more time. With the fumble recovery is Blaine Anderson. 1:47 left in the first quarter. Yeah, the option play was good for our defense.
Yep. We showed it to them a lot. They had some pressure there, and Calhoun liked to have this one back.
Yeah.
He made a poor read here, but he had some pressure in his face, and he might become a DB after that hit.
he put the wood to him.
Yeah.
They run it, try to
Good
run
job
us.
by Noah Ferguson there. His first start. He's a senior, and that's what I told the guys before the game. We got some seniors. This is their first year starting, and I call them program guys that have
Yes.
been with the program for all 4 years, and they finally get their chance. And I thought they played well.
There's that bench pass route again.
Yep.
Yeah. And give credit to Dalton. They've got the smartest guy on the football team running that route too,
Yes.
Tyler Arm.
Yes.
Or Nolan.
That was a big hit by Balin.
Yeah.
I thought Balin played extremely well.
And if the quarterback throws this ball high, Balin goes to the house.
Yep.
Tight end never saw that ball coming. If he gets it up where the receiver could have caught it, Balin picks it off. Because Balin ran a better route than the tight end. Timeout by Dalton. And they got rid of their timeouts pretty quick in the first half. Little motion. That's the one.
That is amazing. He's running to
He's
his
covered.
left, and yeah, he's covered. There's no way I don't want my quarterback throwing that ball.
No. I mean, the ball, it just barely missed Jordan's fingertips. Yeah, I don't know how he completed. Oh, stick him.
There's one of them program guys, Christian East.
Does he ever stop talking?
No.
I call him Smack. That's his nickname, Smack.
B he's not small anymore.
No.
But last year he's a good little wrestler, but he put on some weight this off season, and I'm telling you, he brings it. He's only about 180 pounds, but he's solid.
Feels like 220. Yeah.
This is another big hit right here by both he and Balin.
Yeah, and Nolan's going to go off the field and take a breather. Yeah, they made an Oreo sandwich out of him.
Speed sweep here. Throw back.
Let's pick that off, Dusty. Hey, how good a game did Dusty Baker have in run support defense?
Dusty has come a long way, with the injury to Colby Reynolds. He got injured this summer, and he's not 100%, but he's close. And
Yeah, you played him a lot last
yeah,
night.
with the injury to Ethan, we're gonna have to put our heads together and figure out what's best for us on that side.
Exactly. And but Dusty, great defense last night. This wasn't our best series of the
No,
night.
this is where it gets kind of iffy offensively from here on out. I guess is the best word to say.
Yeah. In fact, we don't have it too much in drive. We've got it in neutral or reverse for this series.
Good catch by Landon there. Good throw for about 5 yards. Trying to get out from under the goal line as much as possible.
Exactly. William Long with the snap. Kalen rolls to the left. No place to throw. He eats it, gets it up near the line of scrimmage. So
We had some miscommunication there. One of our receivers ran the wrong route, so really wasn't Kalen's fault.
waiting for the snap from Jacob Calhoun. 5 punts, 4 extra point snaps. He did a good job. And then they tried to put some pressure on our kicker, didn't they?
Yeah, they did a couple of times. This kid's dangerous with the ball.
Oh, Lord.
He scared us with a punt return.
He has really great vision.
We thought he fair caught that ball. That's what we were arguing about.
I saw Coach Clay talking to ref about it.
So they got great field position.
Yep, they do. Throw it out here to the big boy, little Eric Dickerson. The kid's good size, a flag at the end of the play.
Yeah, they call holding on the wide receiver there.
Finally.
Yeah.
I asked Landon after the game, I said, you got to be wearing a 4X, 5X shirt as much as he got pulled on.
Well, I
during
told
the
the
game.
referee every play action pass that they run, they're holding Landon because they can't block him.
Right.
Big hit by Balin.
Balin had a good game. Got to play some wide receiver, too.
Yep.
Nice rush, and there's Dusty. What a play. The kid, Chastain thought he was going to get away from him. Dusty just threw him to the turf.
Good job by Dusty.
Yeah, they've got some good-sized running backs.
Yeah,
And
they do. They got, 30. I don't remember seeing number 4 in the game. Did he play? He was a fullback. I don't remember
Yeah,
seeing.
I don't remember seeing him in the game either.
They had 12 had over 150 yards rushing last week versus Scottsboro. But
And he likes to talk.
yep,
Yeah. Throw the ball down there. That's a nice play.
good break up there. But I think they wound up catching that ball. Don't
They did, number 7.
Yep. Forcing the punt. That's a great job by our defense. They had it first down on the 30-yard line.
And pushed them all the way back to where they had like 3rd and a mile and a half. Ball goes into the end zone. We're going to get it on the 20, so it ends up being a 19-yard net punt. So, yeah, that was a good stop by the Black Shirts. 2 receivers left and right. Shotgun. Fake to the running back. Little tunnel screen out here, and we dropped the ball.
Yeah, we had a few yards there. We
Yeah.
just got to make the play.
We had a
And
nice-
That's another, Ryan Randall, this is his first varsity game. So, we'll continue to get better with these guys.
I bet he doesn't drop another pass all year like that. You know what I mean? Throw the ball down the field, tipped off the hands, they come up with another pick.
Just a bad overthrow there.
Yeah.
And we had him open.
Yep.
Calhoun like to have that one back as well.
First game, and like you said, we will get better. Fake the run to the right, quarterback scrambles to the right because big 44 is after him. They find a guy underneath, and then they do a good job of finding seams. And 12's he's a nifty runner.
He's a good little quick back.
You're right. Quick feet. 2 receivers left. They're threatening again. They're at our 15. Get to number 12, scoots in there, picks up 3 yards.
Good play by Gyra.
Quarterback rolls to the right-hand side, and that's the play that Ethan got hurt on.
Yep. Non-contact. I
Yeah,
think he just stuck his foot in the ground and
It gave way. Receiver's wide open. Yeah, there was no pushing or shoving on that, and it's one of those plays that happens. Left-footed kicker puts it in, and we get a penalty at the end of this for running into the kicker.
And that's the way most of the ACLs happen. Most of them are non-contact, and it's just one of those things.
Yeah, it's almost like 70 or 80%.
Yep.
I mean, it's just amazing how that happens. Kick goes into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We'll get it on the 20-yard line. We lead 14-7. Give it to.
It's Bryson. Good run by Bryson there.
I was surprised he went around to one guy instead of going through him. It was a nice fake left and then went
We
around.
need to get something going here offense. The last 2 series weren't very good, and we're close there, really close to making a. And this is where we get like 17 holding calls in a row.
Yes, a bunch. Yeah, a bunch of holding calls.
There's one of them.
There's the first one. Backs us up.
I'll have to talk to Greg. I'll send him his film and give him my 2 cents worth, but call holding again on somebody.
Well, we had a short gain on that, so they declined it. We had some wide splits offensively.
Yeah, we did. We're trying to get some bigger splits up front.
Yep.
Throw the screen. I tell you one thing that we cannot get going versus Dalton, and they do such a good job, is our screens. We're a very, very good screen team, and we've never been able to run screens against Dalton.
They just do a good
They
job.
do a really good job.
They really take away the perimeter offense. I mean, give them credit. They as well as they do, they work hard on it every week they play you.
I think Kalen did a good job not forcing the ball here, 3rd and a mile.
I agree.
So he gets some yardage. We're able to punt it out of there.
For the game with a total of 5 punts, I think Jonah did a nice job.
Yes, he did. Very good.
Got some good hang time. We got some good downfield coverage. This one takes a yellow jacket roll. And we're going to down it around their 35, 36-yard line is where they think they're going to spot it. 4:05 left in the first half. We still lead 14-7. Fake, throw it down the seam, and this guy was open, and fortunately he dropped it.
Yep, that's tough on our linebackers, that
I
play
know.
action fake,
Yep.
and
That's why you run the play action.
good play by Jira. He makes trips the running back on the draw.
Jairo scared me when he came out for the pregame walkthrough when he was in street clothes.
Yeah, he was definitely mentally ready to go.
Oh, he was ready. He and I talked, and I said,
There's another one.
yeah, it's that route.
It's amazing.
But we did a better job on it in the second half.
Yeah, we did. And we worked like crazy on it, I promise you.
Thank goodness they couldn't convert the toss sweep or the option pitch.
Yep.
Of course, we've got a lot of pressure on them up front.
Yeah, we're playing well, and I think what we're hitting them well too. I mean,
Yes.
we're physically whipping them right now.
Yeah, illegal substitution against Dalton. Yeah, the Dalton coaching staff and some of their players had a running discourse with the sideline official over there the entire game. The official probably left with cauliflower ears. He got yapped at a lot.
That's a good play by, who is that? That Jira again?
Yes, at the bottom. Yes. He's everywhere. Iron Mike. All over the field. Oh, nice rush. Yeah, you're not going to get away from Blaine Anderson.
I tell you, we really got two good defensive ends in Blaine and Landon. And we got a nose guard by committee, so, you know, we missed Dustin Harris, that's for sure. I talked to Dustin yesterday, and he's already in a backup role at LaGrange College. So
I talked to his mom and dad after the game, and they said he's second string. He's going to get to play.
Yep, he's doing well.
All right, we take the ball over after that punt. We've got it at our 35-yard line. There's 1:43 left in the first half. You used a couple timeouts. We want to get something going here. And on the first play, we do.
Get some good yardage there.
Well, 1st and 10, 10-yard gain.
There's a little over a minute to play, I believe.
Yes, there is. Yep. They ran, I think the officials inadvertently let some time run off the clock here, too. Yeah, I think it's after this play. It just didn't like, we just weren't in sync passing.
Right. I think Calhoun lost his confidence a little bit when he threw a couple of interceptions, and then we have a bad play here, and now I'm just wanting to run the clock out.
Yes, you are.
So, and hindsight's 20/20. We get a long run on 3rd down, but
well, yeah, we're looking at a situation here where let's use the play clock and use the 25 seconds. You take a timeout here, and we milk the play clock. You used 24 of the 25 seconds.
we're just trying to run the clock out here, and Lico makes a great run. It almost takes it to the house, and now we've got 22 seconds left with no timeouts. And, Calhoun can't take a sack here, and that's what I tried to yell him and tell him, and I think he forced the ball to the sideline here, trying not to take a sack. And I really thought Dusty Baker caught this ball. I'll have to look at it on film, but I think the tie goes to the offense, in my opinion.
That's the way
That's the rule.
Yeah, that's the rule. It's the same way in football. Ball gets, or in baseball, ball gets there, foot gets there, offense gets it. So roll out here on the left, and he's got it. And then it almost like when he falls down to the ground and on his back, Dalton reaches in and takes it away from him. But anyway, it's an interception. They do a victory play, run out the clock, and that's how the halftime's going to end, 14-7. And it ended at a good time. We had a little bit of a drive there, and now you can get in and make the adjustments at halftime.
Well, like I said, I challenged them a little bit at halftime. I didn't think we were playing up to our potential, especially offensively, and we weren't. But the kids accepted the challenge, and we didn't really make any adjustments, X's and O wise. We just wanted to keep doing what we were doing and maybe run the ball a little more. But I thought the kids did a very good job in the second half.
I thought they did too. Sit back in that Barker Lounger, folks. We got the Pride of Georgia's Northland Band coming. The Calhoun Marching Band, 284 strong, led by Michael Clark, assisted by Larry Brown. They will be playing Born to be Wild, and that's the way I like it. There'll be a drum solo featuring jazzy beats, and then they'll wrap it up with Shake It Off and Mr. Tambourine Man, and they are led on the field by the drum major, Sarah Green. We'll be back to watch more of the Boys of the Fall in the second half sit back and enjoy the halftime show. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Calhoun High School Marching Yellow Jackets, under the field direction of Miss Sarah Green. Tonight, the band is born to be wild. That's the way I like it. Drum solo, jazzy beats, Shake It Off, and Mr. Tambourine Man with solos by Patrick Subers, Ray Gonzalez, Joanna Foley, Austin Cherry, Colin Farrell, Colin Faulkner, Melissa Greason, and Mr. Logan Rigney. Ladies and gentlemen, the Calhoun High School Marching Yellow Jackets.
Oh, this tastes so good. especially with 3 million people out here. Insane amount of people. Oh, that tasted amazing. How's that thing not dead yet?
Welcome back to the second half, the Hal Lamb Show, and the boys of fall are going to come out, and Coach, they're going to play a much better second half. Nice thing about it, you scored in every quarter.
Yeah, we did.
Except the second. I forgot about it.
really
You
know
didn't.
that,
Yeah. Well, we didn't. Let's change
Okay.
it. 14 in the first, we missed the second quarter. But we come out and score in every quarter in the second half. My bad.
Yeah, we get the ball, which is important
Yes.
to me. I always like to defer so we can have the ball the second half, but we needed to come out and establish some field position, and they kick it to us. And is this where we get a good return? Yeah, Bryson makes a great return here.
Nice crunch block.
We're not very smart in a couple of situations here, and that's something that we've got to do a better job of. We had some dumb penalties that we got to get corrected.
Yeah, we've got a penalty, a flag here, thrown on our 47-yard line, blocking the back.
Well, we had a hold and then a late hit, I think, or a block in the back or something.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to set up shop 1st and 10 from our 22-yard line. Yeah, they marked off a couple penalties against us on that one.
Another good run by Lico, good blocking on the perimeter.
Lico really seems to be understanding when to put the shoulder down and when to get outside. Calhoun fakes to Lico, comes up the middle on that read option. Get it to the 35-yard line where it's 3rd down, or 34-yard line. And just not a whole lot going on.
They got us there. Not a very good job up front. And then we got Jack D4. He's, I thought I was going to have to go get him.
Well, he blocked the kid about 20 yards downfield.
He did. He blocked him 20 yards down the field. And the kid was grabbing him. He was actually grabbing him, throwing him to the ground.
He was blocking through the whistle, Coach.
Yes, he was.
All right, we give it to Olico on the left-hand side, bounces up in the hole, and then they come with pursuit and shut it down. And that's going to put us 3rd down at the 35-yard line. So we got about 3rd and 9. Shotgun.
Got a good play call here, and we get about 5 yards, and we needed 5 more, so we got to punt it to them.
It's going to be 4th down from the 39-yard line. Yeah, nice kickoff return. He thought, man, we got things going. A couple penalties, and it kind of slows us down. And instead of starting from their territory, we start from the 22, and we'll let Jonah pin him down deep, hopefully. Puts his right foot to the ball. And it takes a nice roll. We got good coverage, and it's going to roll inside the 20-yard line, 25-yard line, and come to a stop at the 20.
And then they call, I think they call holding on Dalton there, so it backs them up even more.
Yeah, they actually spotted a 21 10-yard penalty back to the 11.
Good play by Dusty Baker right here.
Yeah.
Excellent play.
Yeah, he just came up, beat the blocker, hit the kid, and then pursuit finishes the deal. Little pitch option out there. Nice job by Balin. Ball comes loose, Coach.
Yeah, much slow-mo that one.
Yeah, the referee on the sideline was immediately saying that he was down on the ground. Nice job by Balin. We covered it up. We scooped and scored, but they said he was down. This black shirt defense playing well. They limit this team to nothing in the second half.
There's that little bench route again. We covered it well.
And we made the quarterback, I mean, he can't be that accurate, moving to his left all the time. Punt away, and I thought Jarrett did a great job picking this up on the bounce.
Yeah, Jarrett does a good job. I thought there was a couple he could have caught, but the punter was so inconsistent, it kind of...
On his direction.
Yep, it's kind of hard to judge.
That ball was
Catching
going to
that
roll
ball.
forever into our territory. And it turns out to be a 14-yard return on the punt. Nice hard run by Alico. Keep
Great
those
run
legs
by
going.
Alico.
The Deuce is carrying the ball. Following the right side of the Robbie's
Run the
Raiders.
same play again, and another good hard run, getting about a few yards.
Line up with wide receiver to the right. Motion by Jira to the right-hand side. Makes us strong there. They're going to stop this play. They're going to call illegal procedure against us.
I think they called that on Jack, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't know if the wide receiver was one of the linemen. Yeah, a head of referees having a hard time getting the side judge to say what the penalty was, but there it is. They're on the same page now.
We got a very good play call here. We should have got more out of this play.
That was the one time I thought maybe he could have stayed outside.
Yep.
And after he got by that first one, and then just go to the sideline. But yeah, it's easy for me to say up in the booth. We're heavy to the right, Coach.
It's a good job getting extra yards there. Makes it 4th and couple. Almost kicked a field goal here, but I felt like our defense was playing so good. Good job by Calhoun here getting the first down.
Coach, I think he faked everybody out of the stadium on that.
Yeah, I felt like they were holding Landon. 16 was holding Landon downfield, and I tried to tell the referee that. This is the best play we run all night right here. We knock them off the ball, and Alico runs over about 3 of them.
The Deuce put 6 on the board. Alico Dennis with the touchdown. Obviously his first rushing touchdown of the season. Yeah, we did knock him off the ball.
Yep.
We came off hard. Jacob Callahan snapping. Jarrett Carden holding. We're in our tight extra point formation. And Gabriel Garcia going to put the right foot to the ball. He's going to kick it out to the third base bag. We lead 21-7. That's a good drive.
Yeah, it was a good drive, and it's always better to have a 2-touchdown lead versus a 1-touchdown lead.
I agree.
So feel a little bit better about the situation.
7-play touchdown drive. Toe meets leather.
Especially the way the defense is playing.
Yep, they fielded at the 9, up the middle of the field. Yeah, I think this is the only kickoff that Gabriel had that wasn't at the numbers or closer to the sideline.
Yeah, that's a good job by Bryson not losing contain over there, and Gabriel's got to get the ball where it's supposed to be. Being his first game, he'll get better.
Well, outside of that, every other kickoff was about where it should be. Nice job defensively.
That was about the only kickoff. It wasn't where it was supposed to be.
I agree. I formation. Give it to the big boy. He's going to
Had
throw
us
it.
here. Had us.
Yeah, they did. This kid's got a good arm.
Yes, he does.
He threw that ball down the field.
Well, with Ethan being out,
Yes.
we got Rhett Abernathy at corner, and I thought Rhett really did a good job being his first game, but they picked on him there. They threw the little sweet pass on him.
Yeah, and you expect that from them. Nice hold on 3rd down, force them to punt again. Just making sure that they don't run with it, and Jarrett Carden does a good job of fielding that at about the 26-yard line. We'll take over 1st and 10. There's 4:39 left in the 3rd quarter. We're up 21-7. Got him to jump offside, froze him, Coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure not many people realize that William is the snap count guy.
Yeah, he is.
And when you first see it at practice, it catches you off guard, but then it makes a lot of sense. Little bubble screen out here on the left-hand side, and they defense it well.
Yep.
They got a lot of people out there, Coach.
Yeah, this is where we don't get a first. It's 1st and 5, and we fail to get a first down. That's not very good here.
Yeah. Just they did a good job of making some dog piles at the line of scrimmage and stuffing the run.
3rd and 2, they do a good job here.
Yeah, they made a mess right there in the middle. They got low and stopped us short. This is probably not one of your happier punts of the night.
No,
for having to punt.
Really, I don't know what we were doing in the huddle. I really don't. I mean, it looked like they were having a powwow session.
And you coached them up from the sideline.
Yeah. Well, I really didn't realize I called timeout with 1 second to go, and I really didn't realize they gave us the flag too until after the fact.
Yeah, well, you had other issues on your mind.
Yeah.
All right, this is a nice punt. It rolls down there, and this would have been about a 42, 43-yard punt, except the referee said it grazed one of our guys 7 yards back up the field, so Dalton takes over with 14 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Nice defense, Coach. Landon Rice, Blaine Anderson.
Rice and Anderson.
Another Oreo cookie sandwich. Quarterback rolls out here, throws it out. Oh, nice defense by Malik Lawrence.
Good play by Malik. I wish he'd have played the ball a little more. He might have had a pick.
Yeah. Actually, when they took over on this possession, there was 2:14 left. Quarterback does a nice job of scrambling up the middle. Probably had a first down or close enough where they might go for it, but there is a penalty on this play.
Yeah, they finally call holding.
Finally. Yeah, they could go, on every play. Like I said, Landon Rice's jersey grew by about 3 sizes. Got another penalty against him. Well, actually, they called
timeout.
Timeout right before the play went off. I'm sorry. Come out of the timeout. Now, I think this was the timeout. When they came back onto the field, they looked like they were still confused. And that play just never fired. Of course, we had a lot of defensive pressure on them.
Forcing a punt again.
And then you can see in the background, the 3rd quarter winding to a close. They put a little pressure on him that time. This one takes a roll, and Jarrett didn't want to really take the chance of fielding it with 22 bearing down on him.
Well, we got decent field position here at the 30-yard line. We just need to do something with it.
18 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. We're going to get one play off.
Run the reverse to Balin here.
I like this.
We got about 9 yards, which is good.
Yeah, but look how they've spread out their defense. There's still 4 guys around him. I mean, they're really playing that perimeter game. Flip the field for the 4th quarter. 2nd and 1. Fake to the running back to the left, and we're going to take a shot downfield.
Yeah, we tried to get deep, and Jarrett would like to have that one back too. I mean, it'd have been a tough catch, but
He'll tell you he should have had it.
Got to make the tough one sometime. Finally got a screen for a first down.
Didn't gain a lot of yards.
Got about 5 yards.
Got a first down. 1st and 10 Jackets. This is going to be a good drive, folks. Hang around. Gyra in motion to the right. Roll back to the left after faking to the right. There you go. Oh, nice hit by the linebacker.
That was a good play by their linebacker. It was a good call. We executed well.
He got there at the right time. So it's going to bring up 3rd down.
What they call there?
Illegal procedure against us. It's going to bring up 2nd and longer. Little screen out here to Balin. Just wanting to use a big body out in the open. Good positive yards.
Yep, got about 8 yards back.
What made that play was a DB dropped off.
And here's a good run, but good blocking up front. And
Coach, this seals the game.
Yep.
47-yard run.
Yep.
If he hadn't grabbed hold of the jersey, Olika was taking it to the house. We got 1st and goal at the 6. Yeah, that ices the game for us.
That's great blocking up front on the right side.
Alico to the right-hand side. They get a hold of his jersey one more time, but he does get down to about the 2.5.
We'll get our sumo team in here.
3rd and goal, or 2nd and goal.
We didn't block it up properly at that time, I don't believe. I'll have to look at it closely, but
Half-yard gain, now it's 3rd and goal from the 2.
3rd and goal, and this is a little wrinkle we put in this year, a little naked bootleg off of it. And Calhoun does a good job
Yeah, if they
making the
come
right decision.
Yeah, if they come up, we got 2
Yep.
receivers open. If they stay back, he takes it in.
Yep.
Caleb with our rushing touchdown. We're going to line up in our tight extra point formation. Do you think we'll ever be able to fool Dalton?
No,
on the extra
never.
point?
But at least they work on it.
Hey, give them something else to think about. The extra point is through the uprights, past the concession stand, and we lead 28-7. In fact, it was shortly after this I said, folks, you can put this one in a book. That was a good drive. Toe meets leather. Down to the 9-yard line. To the left he goes.
That's better coverage there.
Much
a lot better coverage.
Yeah.
We just got to make the tackle.
But yeah, he stepped between 2 or 3 guys. Then we got a little yeah going on the sideline. It was just a bunch of pushing and shoving going over there. I think is that Rhett Rogers talking back to him a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I didn't think there was a.
They said we shoved him after he stepped out of bounds into the fence. Of course, they were getting a lot of influence over there, so they marked off a penalty against us. They're going to have good field position as they start this one. Unfortunately, the quarterback threw it at his ankles.
Another holding call.
Yep. Back him up to the 50. That was a double personal foul against us on that kickoff. Chastain rolls to the right. Picks up about 10, is going to make it 2nd down from the 40. They called a timeout right before the snap.
No, I think they called
Illegal procedure.
illegal procedure.
Okay, there you go. All right, back him up 5. Quarterback gets everybody set. Scrambles to the left, throws it out there. There's that great
There
interception.
It is. Great pick by Jordan Tao. What a great play.
They ran that play all night, and Jordan has had good coverage on it, and he twisted like a pretzel, went up there and snagged it. Another turnover for the black shirt defense, our 4th turnover of the night, Coach.
There's another one of them program guys.
Yes.
Jordan has waited his turn, and he's done. He played well.
He's filled out in the weight room, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. He and Colby Reynolds probably worked as hard as anybody we had on the football team, or made the most strides, I'd say.
Big change from when they were freshmen and
Yes.
sophomores. Yeah, they've put in the work. Like you said, they're a program guy. 2 receivers to the left. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers up top.
Good throw right here. Good catch by Red Abernathy.
Yeah, let's give them a little taste of their own down and out
Yeah.
medicine. There you go. I like it. Number 5, Red Abernathy on the end of that catch.
We're just trying to run the clock out here.
Yes, you are. Nice tackle. Bushong brought down by their linebacker. 2 receivers up top, 2 at the bottom. Bushong next to Calhoun. William Long with the snap. Looking downfield.
We try to go deep right here to Balin. Probably if we had that back over, we'd probably run the football, run the clock out a little bit. But Coach Davis wanted to try one deep, and I gave him permission. So.
Yeah, you're throwing to a good 6'2" target.
Yep.
And give their DB credit. He was right on his hip.
Yep, he was. 22 is a good football player.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he is a really good player. He's going to play at the next level for sure.
Yep. Got a whistle here to stop the action. We're going to pick up our towel.
Oh, this is where Dalton had 12 men on the field and they called timeout.
Right. To keep from getting that 5-yard penalty. They try to put a little pressure on us. Nice hang time to the 20-yard line, and that's much better coverage, Coach.
There we go. Nice.
Yeah. 6-yard return. Nice punt by Jonah. Good hang time. 2 receivers up top.
It's about the only time they get out on the speed sweep.
That I remember in the game, you're right. I formation, quarterback under center. We come with a blitz from the outside on right side of defense. Quarterback scrambles. Good pressure, Coach. That causes that incompletion.
I think that was Landon again, wasn't it?
Yes. There's one time he got free from the hold. Quarterback was going to throw, pulls it down. He had people in his face, throws it downfield, and finds a guy open. But I think this play's going to come back.
Well, they called a personal foul on 25. He got up
Yes.
and pushed somebody, I believe, and then they called holding
Correct.
also.
Double penalty against Dalton. You're right.
I never seen so many long penalties in a game,
Well,
like 45 and 35 yards.
yeah. We talked before the game. We hoped the officials didn't want to be a noticeable part of the game. And I think they did at times.
That was
See-
a good catch. We got it played, and good throw and good catch.
I'll tell you what, that's a third or fourth completion. It was like divine touch on the ball. Because like you said, we had good coverage. Low punt. Nice fair catch there by Jared. We get the ball back at our 41-yard line. There's 3:35 left in the game, and we are going to run this clock out. It doesn't look like we're going to do it on that first play, but we're going to get more on the second play. Second down and 9 from our 42-yard line. Kept the starters in the game, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I really just wanted to finish it out and get down there and run the victory play. And
I had said before the start of the series on the radio we might see some subbing, and Todd looked down and he says, "Nope, everybody's back." So the starters got to play a whole game.
yeah, they did.
Good conditioning. There's a nice wide open pass. There's a first down for the Yellow Jackets. Now you're thinking victory play's not too far away, and that's to Red Abernathy. 3 receivers left. Give it to Olico, and now you know what you're going to do.
Yep, this is where we get it down, and probably could have scored another one, but we just take a knee,
Yeah,
move
what's
on.
the point? Yeah. Well, you play with dignity. There's a way to win. There's a proper way to win. There's a proper way to lose. And that's what we're doing right now. Olico, outstanding second half behind Robbie's Raiders. And once again, Jack DeFore, Blake Garland, William Long, Drew McIntyre, Austin Stout from left to right, with Landon Rice and Jairo Wilson playing tight end. And outstanding rushing effort by the pound and shoot offense. More pound than shoot this week, which is okay, isn't it?
Yep.
Triple zeros, Jackets win 28-7. Seven-game winning streak in this renewed rivalry, this renewed series. The only bad thing is Ethan Woodard's injury, obviously a bad thing, but like you said, you'll dedicate the season to him. And next man up, you'll make some changes and find out who's going to be the best guy to take Ethan's spot. A lot of coachable moments from a 21-point victory.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. After watching the tape there, we got a lot of stuff to work on, and it's our job as a coaching staff to get all this corrected, but it's also the kids' jobs to understand they got to play better. And defensively, we played very well. Offensively, we got some work to do, but it's first game, and I remember last year's first game. The first half was about as bad as I can remember, and we found a way to get better, and this team will too.
Well, we played part of a first half much better than we have for the last 4 or 5 years against Dalton, so that's progress. And then
Yep.
we always seem to play a great second half. The black shirt defense was just unbelievable. That is your 18th consecutive regular season game winning streak. That's your 58th consecutive home field victory winning streak. A couple of nice streaks, and of course your totals keep going up. But the big thing is we're 1-0, and we've got the 2015 season started.
Yeah, the kids are excited about getting the season started. Monday we came out, I told them preseason was over, and they were all excited about finally get into game mode, and they were excited about playing. I thought they were as focused as they've ever been, and came out and did some good things, but we, got a lot to work on, so we need to get better.
And congratulations and thanks for the help from the Calhoun Touchdown Club. All of the guys are in the latest and best Rydell football helmets.
Yes, they are. We're, we want the kids to have the best equipment out there, and I want to thank the Touchdown Club for helping us purchase some of nice Rydell helmets that a lot of the kids are in. Most of the kids, all of the kids really are in some really, really good helmets.
We're going to take a timeout, and we're going to come back and take a look at some stingers, some plays of the game. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show. Welcome back to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. And Coach, we had 3 good stingers that we want to show the fans, and the first one is going to be the first defensive play of the game by the Black Shirts.
I think this sets the tone for the whole game defensively. Great job by Drew McIntyre.
Blew up the center, knocked the quarterback into the running back, and Jaira Wilson comes up with the loose ball. It was a fight for Jaira with 4 or 5 other guys to see who got the fumble recovery. You're right, it set the tone, Coach.
Yes, it did.
Our second one is going to be beginning of the 4th quarter, handoff to Aliko Dennis.
Great blocking up front and a good acceleration there by Aliko.
I don't know how the DB was able to get a hold of his jersey. All the way down to the 6-yard line, and this was the icing on the cake, the clinching touchdown. And the last one, Jordan Tao gets a pick.
Great play by Jordan Tao here, running the out route, and finally gets the pick, what we were looking for.
They ran that play all night long. Jordan had a pass or 2 go over his fingertips, and he finally got revenge.
Good play.
Yeah, the worm turned. He did a nice job. All righty. We're getting ready, and we got a big ball game coming up this Friday, road trip.
Got a long road trip to Carrollton, and don't let their record fool you guys.
Yeah.
They're a really good football team that's got a lot of speed. I know they're 0-2, but they lost to 2 really good football teams in Kell and Noonan, who are both 6A schools. So we'll have our hands full. We need to. Last time we went to Carrollton, we got a thumping, so we need to go play well.
If people like myself watched that Carrollton game on TV, the thing you need to remember is there were 2 punts returned for a touchdown and a scoop and score fumble. So that's 21 of the 35 points. Outside of that, Kell didn't do much offensively against the Carrollton defense. And Carrollton's got some quick athletes, some skill people. So we don't, as fans, we don't need to be going down there thinking, well, we're just going to roll over these guys.
They have a lot of tradition. I know things aren't going as well as they want them to go right now, but Coach Dudley is a very, very good coach, one of the top in the state, and he'll get it figured out. And we just need to go play. I don't know much about what happened in last night's game,
Same
but
here.
I'll have to look at the tape and see. But they're a very good football team, and it's a long road trip. But our kids will be ready to go. Hopefully we can play better than we did last night.
And this is one of the things. Just throw out the records.
Yep.
You go in, pretend you're 0-0, pretend they're 0-0, and just go down there and play them. Excellent facilities. It would be nice to get a victory. And like you said, a little bitter taste in our mouth from the last time we made a road trip down there.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty the last time we were there. So it is a great facility, and our kids will be excited about going back, and hopefully we can come out of there with a win.
It was playoff-like atmosphere at the Reeve with the victory over Dalton. It was just a great way to debut the season. Full moon night, low humidity. You couldn't ask for a better Friday night.
Yeah, it was perfect, and it was a great atmosphere, and it was semifinal atmosphere is what it was, and it was a great high school atmosphere, and thank the fans for coming out and supporting our football team.
Yeah, it was a huge crowd. I'd like to thank Coach Bill Long's video production class, Director Louis Reyes, and producer Sam Magnacheri. They did a good job, and we appreciate all the help. Folks, you can watch us many times during the week. All you have to do is go to calhountdclub.com, calhountdclub.com, and listen to it. Watch it anytime you want. You can take a look at the outstanding highlights of the Yellow Jackets. Any final comments, Coach?
No, we just got to go back to work, and hopefully there's a slight chance we can get some good news on Ethan, but hopefully it'll be good news, but it doesn't look good. So we'll just have to wait and see on Ethan, but we'll go back to work and get better.
That you will. You'll go back to work. We appreciate you fans watching. You've been watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.